When Ubisoft showed off Watch Dogs at E3 2012, it arguably stole the show. A beautifully detailed American metropolis packed full of exciting new gameplay elements. It looked like a truly next-gen experience.
However, recent gameplay videos have shown that graphically at least, it's far less impressive. So what happened in production to allow this to happen, and why do game trailers keep trying to trick us? Was that good? This looks realistic, right?
Video game trailers, the single most important element of a game's marketing and what many of us use to choose where we spend our hard-earned cash. But you only get to make a first impression once, and for many developers, reveal trailers are their chance to elevate their game above the competition. And this is especially important if you're a new IP. However, over and over we've seen trailers promise the world, only to fall short of their lofty ambitions by the time the game actually comes out. Killzone 2's 2005 E3 reveal, Dead Island's slow-motion child murder thing, or basically every piece of marketing around Kinect. So what's the deal? Are game trailers like fast food burger pictures or OkCupid profiles? Why do these small slices of the game look so different, even when you play the final version of the slice in the full game?
Well, a lot of it comes down to how games are made, especially in relation to other media. Consider the movie trailer for a second.
Even the reveal trailers are made up of parts of the final movie. That's because once an individual scene is shot, it can be finished to completion, separate from the rest of the movie.
When Andy behind the camera is finished with this scene, he's going to take that memory card and import it into his computer. Then he's going to fix the audio levels, add some music, do some nice color correction, maybe add in a fancy name bar, and then, just generally Freddie Wong it up. You see, when you're making a video or a feature film, it's relatively easy to produce an individual scene to a quality bar that looks like it's been lifted from the finished film. But to do that in software development, to get what's known as a vertical slice, it takes a lot longer.
For any one section of a piece of software to work, you need multiple components to be operating properly. In video games, that means stuff like the engine, graphical effects, audio design, physics, artificial intelligence, and countless other elements. But the business of video games doesn't care that it takes that long. Sometimes developers are looking to get a publisher to help fund their game idea. Sometimes a publisher is trying to impress their investors by touting an upcoming release. To do this, they need to produce their vertical slice very quickly, but without the required time and often money to do so, they have to make it up. They have to fudge it. They scale up their graphics to show how they hope they can get it to run on the proposed hardware. They stage gameplay elements in the hope that they'll be able to make them dynamic in the final build. Sometimes they bypass gameplay completely and show investors tone trailers that depict what they're trying to create.
They spend so much time and money and resources into making these things that then they just stick them online for the general public to see. But these aren't really the games. Really, it's just
false advertising.
This is why Alien Colonial Marines look so much better in the trailers than the final product. This is why Dead Island's trailer was so impactful. This is why Kinect actually looked like it bloody worked. So what happened with Watch Dogs? Well, apparently Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot pushed the team at Ubisoft Montreal to show the game at E3 2012. And they had to rush to produce a vertical slice of a game that wasn't ready. The slice they showed looked and played better than a lot of what we've seen since, and has left fans of the games disappointed. This has seemingly been going on forever, but the silver lining is that this BS is happening less and less. Coverage from games websites, investigations by gaming communities, and the power of the internet means that this type of bait and switch is becoming less and less easy to get away with. Plus, with gamers becoming increasingly involved in games development earlier with things like alphas, betas, and early access, it's creating an increased understanding of the realities of games development.
So though many games will be played at E3 2014, be wary, video game enthusiast. Just because the door closed in the trailer doesn't mean it will in the final version.